I absolutely adore growing culinary herbs in my garden, and if you do too, you will know that no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try to keep it pruned back, you will eventually get blossoms or flowers on your herbs. Now for things like your annual herbs, your basil, your dill, your cilantro, the flowering will signal the beginning of the end of the life cycle. They'll flower and then they'll go to seed. For your perennial herbs, your marjoram, your thyme, lavender, chives, oregano, rosemary, these plants will flower and then continue to grow. The great thing is no matter which one you've got, you can still use that plant and you can still use these herb blossoms. The flowers of most of your common table herbs are also edible. If you have one of those that I didn't mention, you might want to double check that it is edible, but most of them carry the flavor of the herb itself. Sometimes it's a little more pungent, sometimes it's a little more mild, so you'll want to sample it and see which one you've got. I want to show you one of my favorite ways of incorporating these beautiful, flavorful herb flowers into your cooking, and that is with a compound butter. The other wonderful thing about leaving these herbs to flower in your garden is they're great for pollinators. I like to let mine go sometimes just for the sake of having these wonderful flowers to attract bees in my garden. Now, if you want another fun way to help bees out, I recently have discovered a company called Be Kind. It's a jewelry brand, and their main mission is to support bees. They donate 10% of each purchase to Pollinator Partnership and other nonprofits. All of their packaging, which is adorable, by the way, is completely recyclable and plastic free. All of their products are also plastic free, and the metals they use are ethically sourced and hypoallergenic. Be Kind was generous enough to offer me a discount code for my viewers. So if you want to get 20% off of your purchase at Be Kind, check out the link below and you can use the code Elise20, and I'll put all that down in the description box. But check out this jewelry. It's absolutely adorable. You can help the bees, support pollinators, and get yourself some bee bling. Now let's harvest up these herb blossoms and we'll head into the kitchen and I'll show you how to make this compound butter. My favorite herb to use for this compound butter is definitely my chive blossoms. Chives put up these gorgeous purple blooms and they are super, super flavorful. When you harvest them, you'll want to cut way down on the flower stalk. If you don't, they'll sort of die back. Like these ones here, you can see they've kind of gotten kind of brown like that because I just snipped off the heads, which is fine, but it's not quite as attractive. So I'm going to harvest up a couple of these guys. And I'll also harvest some of my marjoram flowers. I'm going to grab some of my cilantro flowers as well. Now you can also, oh, hello bee. You can also use things like borage flowers or nasturtiums or calendula. These flowers are also edible and would be beautiful in the compound butter. Maybe I'll throw in a calendula flower or two. These guys have a gorgeous, gorgeous color and they'll be a beautiful addition to our fancy herb butter. So you can mix and match. You're just gonna want about 2 tablespoons of flowers or herbs per stick or half a cup of butter. Now that we have our gorgeous herb blossoms, let's head inside and I'll show you how to make this quick compound butter. So you're gonna wanna start with 1 stick of room temperature softened butter, not melted butter. You can scale this up if you like, but today I'm just gonna be doing 1 stick. So you put your softened butter in there. And now we're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of our clean and dry flowers. For the chive blossoms, you're gonna wanna pull these little individual flower guys off of the larger head. My marjoram flowers. And of course you can also use the leaves as well. Some of my cilantro blooms. And let's add a few petals from this calendula. Be a gorgeous pop of color, the orange and some of the yellow one as well. Ooh. How exciting does this look? Look how gorgeous! And because I've used unsalted butter, I am going to add a pinch or 2 of salt. You could also add some honey in this if you wanted to make a sweet butter. And now all you need to do is smoosh it up. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. And just mix in your herb blossoms. It's looking very pretty. I think I'm gonna add a couple more of my calendula petals to add just a little more color. Okay, so when you have it all mixed up, it's all completely incorporated in there. Now we're just going to roll it up into a little log. So I've got a sheet of foil here. You could also use something like beeswrap if you want, or wax paper. And I'm gonna just put my butter onto here. There we go. And you want to kind of shape it into sort of like a stick, like a log. We'll use our foil or your wrap, kind of shape it like that. So it's even. And then you just roll it up. Ta-da! So we're gonna pop this guy into the fridge for an hour or two so it turns back into a cold butter so you can cut it, and then it's perfect for using on things like fresh bread, biscuits, finishing off steak, vegetables, eggs, anywhere you would use butter for cooking, you can use this bad boy. Now, this guy's gonna last in the fridge about a week or so. However, you can put it in the freezer. And then you've got yourself a summer fresh flavor punch herb compound butter that you can use for, oh gosh, probably like 6 months in the freezer. So make up some of these guys whenever you've got herbs going in the garden. Whenever they start to bloom, you can make up this beautiful, beautiful herb blossom compound butter and have a little super fancy, beautiful reminder of summertime all year round. I hope that you enjoy this. I hope this gives you some great ideas. If you want more tips and tricks for how you can live a little greener and save a little money, please subscribe to this channel and check out Be Kind. Again, it's code Elise20 and all of that information is down in the description box below. See you next time.